Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers. And I'm here to talk about Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, where the Rangers win 6-2 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. The goaltending matchup for this series, 2 goals win every game. 2 goals win every game. Okay, so maybe the real goalie duel is the friendships we make along the way. The New York Rangers come out after just wrapping up another 7-game battle against the Carolina Hurricanes, facing off against the well-rested, the 9-day rested Carolina. The Rangers come out after just another 7-game grueling battle against the Carolina Hurricanes to face the well-rested, 9-day well-rested Tampa Bay Lightning. And the Rangers, from pretty much the moment the game started, absolutely buzzed around them. So there's a lot of goals to talk about, a lot of Rangers goals to talk about. First one, a minute 11 in, the Rangers already looking solid offensively. Frank Frachano plays it out. A really nice pass by him to set this up for Mika Zibanejad with a 2-on-1 with him and Chris Kreider. Mika, who just blazed around Nikita Kucherov and fakes a one-timer, a pass for Chris Kreider, who was left wide open right in front, and he puts it in for a 1-0 lead on the first shot of the night for the New York Rangers. Later on in the first period, though, the Lightning would tie it up. Prolonged time in their offensive zone, and man, you give them that much time, eventually they're going to find it. Steven Stamkos stammer an absolute blast on a one-timer past Igor Shesterkin. There are sometimes shots that you just look at and you go, yeah, I'm not going to be mad. Like, it was a goal allowed, but man, oh man, what a shot from Steven Stamkos to tie it at 1. So you go into the second period, tied 1-1, and the Rangers score their second goal on seemingly like this nothing play that didn't seem particularly dangerous. The Rangers just trying to chip it into the offensive zone. We had possession, then we lose possession, we regain possession. Adam Fox, just this little nothing handoff to Frank Vatrano, who puts a snipe past Andrei Vasilevsky, and the Rangers retake their lead 2-1. But less than a minute later, Lightning come into our zone. Andre Palat on a rebound puts it past Shesterkin. The Lightning were just so quick on rebounds tonight. And granted, Shesterkin and the Rangers blocked quite a few of their shots, but this one was one that they just couldn't. They pounced way too quickly, and the Lightning retie it now 2 apiece. And that was when the Rangers flicked the switch. The Rangers looked good to that point. But after the Andre Palat goal, the Rangers ran away with it. From that point on, the offense was buzzing like I have not seen them buzz in a very long time, and Igor Shesterkin was absolutely, I've said it 1,000 times this year, magnificent. The kids line really started to play out of their mind for the second half of the second period. They flew every minute they were on the ice. Their first shift was fantastic. This was a great first shift of the two that I'm really going to dive into for the kids. Long zone entry, long pressure. Capo Caco has it behind the net after having it given to him from Alexis Lafreniere. And Capo Caco is an absolute animal behind the net. He has the patience, the size. He's going to outweight you in a lot of cases and wait to set up a goal. He does here, gives it to Filip Chytil, who buries it. Filip Chytil scoring again, his 6th of the playoffs, and not the only one tonight. Filip Chytil, man, he has broken out this postseason. The entire kids line has broken out this season. I'm going to say this was the best of the postseason a few times in this video, but this shift might have been the best shift from the Rangers. It was the 4th line originally, and then we start subbing out for the kids line. Eventually, it is the full-on kids line, but it was a long, genuine, probably 2 minutes of zone pressure where we just would not let the Lightning get out of their zone. The forecheck tonight was absurd. Again here, Laffy hands it to Keandre Miller. He comes in, a beautiful cross-ice, tape-to-tape pass for Filip Chytil, who buries it again. His 7th of the postseason, his 2nd tonight. Chytil had 8 goals all regular season, by the way. And the Rangers capped the second period with now a 4-2 lead. You outshot the Lightning in the second period, 17-10. And I would say that the second period might be the best period of hockey we have played in the postseason. Yeah, we gave up a goal. Yeah, we gave up some rebounds. Yeah, our defense just isn't great in our own end. But The offense was incredible. Igor Shesterkin was incredible. And I really hammered it home in the last video I made against Carolina in Game 7, that the Rangers are who they are. And they've somehow found a way to make it work. Tonight, the Rangers, once again, were who they are. And it worked again. But we're not done talking about the Rangers yet offensively. We still got more goals to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Rangers coming into this third period, flying again. Nice play by Jacob Trouba to get it to Andrew Kopp. He and Panarin come in on a 2-on-1, and Panarin buries it, his 5th of the postseason, and the Rangers have a 5-2 lead. And with the 5-2 lead, I was in disbelief. The Rangers come into this game, and yeah, I get that it's one game. I get to this point, it was 40.5 minutes. But they have kicked Tampa up and down the ice this game. Our offense looked incredible. Like, we had 5 goals, and there were still some insane saves by Andrei Vasilevsky. The windmill save with his legs. Like, he was playing a good game, and the Rangers scored 6 goals, and they could have scored more. Then we come to the 6th and final goal of the evening, the Mika Zibanejad power play goal on the blast one-timer. And I'm going to say the best again. This was the best power play we've had in the postseason. Point blank. This power play held it in the entire time. The first unit looked great. The passing was great. Panarin had a really good shot on this power play. Mika had 3 great ones. The third he cashed in to make it a 6-2. 6-2 against Tampa. And the Rangers have I need you to understand. The Rangers won a game against the Lightning 6-2. And then something quite funny happened. I was watching this with my sister, who some of you might remember from the Astro streams last October for the playoffs. The one who helped introduce Thick Chat. And if you don't get that, that sucks for you. Anyway, she was here watching the game with me. At about halfway through the third period, there was a little scrum, just some pushing and shoving with Rangers and Lightning players. And she goes, "When do you think a fight is going to break out?" And I foolishly said, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a fight, honestly. I think the Rangers probably understand, like, at this point, it's late in the game. We already have a massive lead. There's no real point to get involved in a fight. Just, you know, if they try to start roughing you up, just deal with it and let the refs come in and settle everything down. Just don't get into fights at this point. 18-14, Ryan Reeves, roughing. 18-14, Pat Maroon, roughing. 18-14, Cal Foote, roughing. 18-14, Tyler Mott, roughing. 18-14, Brandon Schneider, roughing. 18-14, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, roughing. 18-14, Barclay Goodrow, roughing. 18-14, Justin Braun, roughing. 18-14, Brennan Hagel, roughing. 18-14, Ryan McDonough, roughing. 18-14, Barclay Goodrow crosscheck. I am being proved wrong constantly. But the Rangers cap off one of the best games of their postseason with a commanding 6-2 win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I didn't see this coming at all. I thought this was going to be a nail-biting game. And the Rangers come out and fly offensively. Again, fly offensively. Igor played a great game. Lightning on the deserved window meter, by the way, from Money Puck, like 73%. That's the Igor effect, ladies and gentlemen. The Rangers simply are who they are. They are imperfect, but they are inching closer to the ultimate goal. And the Rangers, for the first time this postseason, not in a Game 7, take a lead in a series. And I mean, for the Rangers, everyone did their job. Igor was fantastic. I've already mentioned that a few times. The first line looked great. The second line looked great. The kids line looked superb again. The fourth line did its job. They were physical. They were in their heads. They did everything they needed to do. Keandre Miller, again, I thought he had a good night. I know he took a penalty, what have you. Jacob Trouba was a little left to be something to be desired. I thought Lindgren had a good night defensively. The Rangers, man, this was shocking to me that they won this way. And now Friday looks to be a massive game, because if the Rangers win again and take a 2-0 series lead, whether it's commanding or a 1-0 win in overtime, that's going to be something else. home ice, still in Madison Square Garden, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be here afterwards to talk about it. So that's all I have to say for the evening. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.